It's happening year 11. So today's set of exam questions is, some of them are going to be on probability and some of them are going to be on primes and factors, multiples and stuff like that. So let's have a look at this first question, and it's on a frequency tree. 200 people live in a village, 23 don't have a garden, 10 males don't have a garden, 95 people are male. Finish the frequency tree. So 23 people do not have a garden, that's there. So 23 is going to go in that one, which means that you can figure out how many people do have a garden, because if you know there's 200 people in total, 23 don't, you can figure that one out. 10 males do not have a garden, so that can be in that one. And then if you know there's 23 people don't have a garden, 10 of them are male, we can figure out how many of them are female. And then 95 people are male, which means that those two ovals there and there add up to 95. So you can figure out that one, and then you can figure out the rest of the tree. Part B says one of the people who does not have a garden is chosen at random. That means that you're only looking at these nodes up here. Your total there, number of males, number of females. Write down the probability that this person is female. So you're going to do that one over that one. Okay? So pause the video, have a go at that, and then we'll go through it together when you're ready. So 23 people do not have a garden. That means that you put that 23 in there. 10 males do not have a garden, so that 10 goes in the do not have a garden part, and it's going to go in there. Which means that if 10 of this total are male, it means that the other people must be female, which means there must be 13 there. 10 add 13 to get to 23. And what do I add to 23 to get to 200? That would be 177 only. Okay. Now, your 95 people who are male, what that means is, in terms of our diagram here, it means that these two add up to 95. So 10, add this, must add up to 95 in total. So that's got to be 85, hasn't it? And then to figure out how many females have a garden, I'm going to do 177. Take away 85, which gives me 92. Okay, if you want to check then, add those four numbers up, see if it takes it to 200, and you will. Okay, so part B, one of the people who does not have a garden is chosen at random. What that means is we are only looking at that part of the diagram there. Okay, what's the probability that the person is female? Well, there were 13 females out of those, and there were 23 people who didn't have a garden, so that's just 13 over 23. So this would be worth 2 marks. You get a mark for 13 and a mark for 23. This would be worth 3 marks. Basically, if you get them all right, you get 3 marks. You make 1 mistake, you get 2. You make 2 mistakes, you get 1. Make any more than 2 mistakes, you don't get anything. Okay. So that's question 1. Hopefully you did all right on that one. Let's have a little talk through question 2. Okay. So part A, write 168 as a product of its prime factors. This is what I've set you this week on Hegarty Math, so that should be okay. Should be all right doing that. To start you off, you're going to have 168 there, 2 and 84 there, and then keep going. Take out your 2s, take out your 3s, take out your 5s, take out your 7s, and write it all out in a list. Okay. Part B, find the highest common factor of 168 and 180. Now in the quiz on Monday, I give you a highest common factor question, but I give you one that was a lot smaller numbers than 168 and 180. Okay. So you're going to have to get your list of numbers for both of them. So you'll have your list of numbers for part A for 168. You're going to need to do the same thing for 180. Okay. And then you're going to have to put them into a Venn diagram. And remember that what you want are the numbers that end up in the intersection all times together. That gives you your highest common factor. Okay. So pause the video. Have a go at that question, and then when you're ready, we'll go through it. Okay. So, carry on from this one. 84 can be split up into 2 and 42. 42 can be split up into 2 and 21. And 21 can be split up into 3 and 7, and they're all prime numbers. So 168 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7, or 2 cubed times 3 times 7. So part B, doing it for 180. 190 can be split up into 2 and 45. 45 can't be divided by 2, but it can be divided by 3. It's 3 and 15. And then 15 is 3 and 5. So 180 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. And 168 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So what we're looking for are things that we can pair up to go in the middle. So I can pair up that 2, pair up that 2 with that 2. I can pair up that 3 with that 3. And that's it. There's no other pairs that I can make there, are there? Okay? So it means that my highest common factor is 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 3 is 12, so your answer there is 12. Okay, if you did that a different way, if you're using a different method, that's absolutely fine. Okay, but as long as you get your answer to 12. Right, so hopefully you're all right with that one. Let's have a look at question 3. So, firstly, work out the total number of women. Basically, part A and part B just mean complete the diagram and then just read off these two. I can't believe that's going to give you 4 marks. So, yeah. Basically, complete this two-way table and then work out the total number of women. That's that one there. Work out the total number of people who travelled to work by train yesterday. That's that one there. So you get 4 marks for that. That's really, really generous. And then part C, a man is chosen at random from all these men. What a stupid sentence that is. What that's saying is that you're only looking at the men, okay? Write down the probability that you travel to work by train. So again, what you're doing here is only looking at the men's row. So you're going to put the number of men who travelled by train over the total number of men, and that's it, okay? And then cancel, don't forget that part. Simplest form. So once you've done that, make sure you simplify the fraction down. So if you want to pause the video, have a go, and then when you're ready, come back and we'll go through it together. Okay, so this one, number of women in total, 15, take away 28, that's going to be 22, isn't it? Do this one next, 13, take away 6, that's going to be 7. 4 add 7 is 11. 22 take away 11 is 11. 12 add 11 is 33. 33 add 13 is 46, which means that 50 take away 46 is 4. And then what do I add to 4 to get to 4? Something's gone wrong there, hasn't it? What have I done wrong there? Idiot, that's 23, isn't it? 23 add 13 is 36. And 15 take away 36 is 14, isn't it? Let me just check that. 23 add 14 add 13 equals 50. See what happens when you try and do it with a calculator. So that's going to be 10 up there. So 12 add 10 is 22, add 6 is 28. Yeah, so I've got that right. Right, work out the total number of women then, it's just 22. And work out the total number of people who travelled to work by train yesterday. Well, that's 23, isn't it? Right, a man is chosen at random. That means that we are only looking at this top row here. Okay? We're told that it's a man. So we don't need to consider everyone. We just consider these 28 fellas. What's the probability that they travel by train? Well, how many men travel by train? That was 12. How many were there altogether? 28. So your answer there is 12 over 28. And you can divide both of them by 4. So you're going to get 3 over 7. That's your final answer. Okay. So apart from me being a bit of an idiot and not being able to add 12 and 11 there, hopefully that was quite easy. Apologies if I kind of like threw these for a second. But well done if you got that one right. And let's move on to question 4. Right, Tom and Amy set alarms on their phones to sound at 6:45 AM. Both alarms sound at 6:45. But Tom's alarm goes off every 9 minutes and Amy's goes off every 12 minutes. When are they going to sound again? Okay, now you've got 2 ways of doing this. You can either try to add on 9 minutes continuously on to 6:45, 12 minutes continuously on to 6:45, and then that will give you the next, basically when you find the time that they both hit again, that will give you your answer. Or I think the easiest way to do this is just go through the 9 times table and go through the 12 times table until you get the same number, and then add that number onto 6:45. Okay, so that's the way that I do it. But if you want to just add 9 onto that continuously and add 12 onto that continuously and then see when you hit the same time, that's how you do it. It's a lowest common multiple question, this one. Okay, so pause the video, have a go please, and then when you're ready, come back and we'll go to it. So the way that I would do it, as I say, is go through 9, 18, 27. Okay, first 3 numbers there. Let's try the 12s now. 12, 24, 36. No, so nothing yet. So go back to my 9s. 9, 18, 27, 36. Right, 36 is in both. So what that tells me is that 36 minutes after they first sound, the alarms are going to sound again. Okay, so I need to add 36 minutes onto 6:45. Okay, now if I do that, that's going to give me 6, and then 15 minutes will take me to 7 o'clock. So what I'm going to do here is do 6:45, add 15 minutes, takes me to 7 o'clock, and then how many more minutes have I got left from that? Well, that's going to be 21 more minutes, isn't it? So it's going to take me to 7:21 a.m. Okay. So the 15 and the 21 make up the 36 minutes. So that was your answer, 7:21 a.m. Okay. They're quite easy, those questions, as soon as you spot that you've got them. Okay. Right. So well done if you got that one right. And then on to the last one. Right. This is a Venn diagram question, and it's very easy as long as you know what these little weird symbols mean. This thing means that those are the numbers to go into the diagram. Okay, that thing there is just a posh way of saying this is your data that you're going to use. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 need to all appear in a diagram somewhere. Circle A represents the numbers 1, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Circle B represents the numbers 2, 6, and 9. So 1, 5, 6, 8, and 9 need to go in that circle. 2, 6, and 9 need to go in that circle, and whatever's left over needs to go on the outside. The intersection, remember, is the ones that go in both. Part B, a number is chosen at random from the universal set, so basically chosen from there. Find the probability that a number is in the set A and B. What that means is A and B, okay, which is the intersection bit. So how many numbers are in there over how many numbers there are in the diagram, that's your answer. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at that one, and then when you're ready, come back and we'll go through it together. Okay, whenever you're putting in a data set like this, the best way to do it is to just go through each number individually. So let's take the first piece of data that we want to put in, which is that number 1. Where's that going to go? Well, I'm told it's in A, so it's definitely in this circle. Is it in the intersection as well with B? No, it isn't. So 1 is going to go in there and then just cross it off. 2 isn't in A, but it's in B, so that goes in there. 3 isn't there or there, so 3 goes on the outside, cross that one off. 4 isn't in A or in B, so that'll be on the outside as well. 5 is in A but not in B, so that goes there. 6 is in A and in B, so that goes in the middle. 7 isn't in A or in B, so it goes on the outside. 8 is in A but not in B, so it goes there. And 9 is in both, so 9 goes there. Okay, so that's your diagram completed for 3 marks. Dead easy that. Find the probability that a number is in the set A and B. A and B. Okay, that means there. How many numbers are in the intersection? Well, there's 2 of them. How many numbers are in the diagram? 9, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So your answer there is just 2 out of 9. That's it. Okay, so well done if you got that one right. Can you just sort of take a photo of that and upload it to today's task for us, please, as your evidence that you've done it? And then that's it. Thank you very much. Nice one.